For the 9th year in a row, Alex Morton has been studying and watching the sea lice epidemics from the fish farms as they wipe out juvenile wild salmon migrating from their rivers. Today we are looking for sign of the first wild salmon fry who may have just entered the salt water after hatching in their natal rivers. So far, it is a quiet spring for what is traditionally known as one of the most salmon-rich areas in the world, the waters around northeastern Vancouver Island, British Columbia. Frustrated with yet another year of the government denying the problems of salmon farms, this year Alex has decided to take a different approach.
Well, the plan is I'm going to come up here every few days, look for these fish. I've applied to Department of Fisheries and Oceans in Canada with John Dawson and Bob Chamberlain, and we're hoping to hear soon. And if we get the permit, we'll pick the fish up before they get here and medevac them by boat past this farm and put them back in the water out in Fife Sound where they won't run into any fish farms for quite a long time. We'd like to prevent the fish from sitting at this farm and getting infected because they arrive here perfect and they sit here so long that they get lice from these farm fish and they simply don't survive it. We know for sure the lice are coming from the farms, you know. And these exact farms, they have applied to double and triple their size. And, you know, they don't get it. They're actually building new farms right now. They're not thinking at all of moving over for these wild salmon. It's my impression that they're just trying to weather the storm. They're waiting for people like me and the many other people that are worried about this to just give up and go about our busy lives. And then here they'll be and they'll just grow and continue killing the wild salmon. Fisheries and Oceans Canada has abdicated a huge responsibility here, and I think an investigation really needs to be done on why they're doing that. Now, they oversaw the destruction of the wild cod on the East Coast. It's the same guys. They silenced their scientists that were saying the cod are going extinct. The cod went extinct. They threw fish farms to the starving communities on the coast. I think wild salmon just get in the way of a lot of big business. If we want wild salmon, it's up to you and me and the public. We have to simply do this ourselves.
A lot of rivers send their fish out by this fish farm. The Otta is the closest one. It's a beautiful little watershed. It's the most southern unlogged watershed in the Eastern Pacific. The little fish come right along the shore and they come around that far corner there and into the little bays and work their way all the way along until they're right in behind that fish farm, and they hold here for a period of weeks. So even though this fish farm has treated with the drug slice and the number of lice have gone down, because I know I've been looking at the plankton around this farm all winter, I've seen the lice go down, but because there's probably 700,000 to 1 million fish in there, even if there's only one louse per 2 fish, it still adds up to billions of lice larvae produced every few weeks. And these swim out into the water and they are designed to find a salmon. And that's the whole problem, the collision between these lice just billowing out of the farm and the little fry that come along and run into those clouds of lice. Last year I saw the river closest to me, the Viner River, die. I cannot watch another river go down on my shift. I've got to do something that's actually going to save the fish. This is not an environmental issue. This is a humanity issue. These fish are a major food source for us. They fertilize our forests and they fuel the tourism industry as well as the commercial fishing industry. If these fish go down, it's going to be an economic shockwave that this province will never recover from. If you want to do something to help this situation, write to your MP or to your MLA, tell them that you want wild salmon, and go to the website adoptafry.org and donate to this process to medevac these fish out. The money's going to go to the medevac. It may go to a legal injunction against the renewals of these fish farm leases, and eventually I hope it to go to just buying these leases and put it in the hands of future generations so that this kind of a place will continue to make wild salmon forever.